2 memoir and essays, A Body Across 2 Hemispheres, is the 2021 Fairfield Book Prize winner, and it will be available in spring 2022 by Woodhall Press. Please welcome Victoria.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. It's an honor to be here with both of you today. I was thinking about what to read today, and up until last night I had a very concrete idea, and of course this morning I completely changed my mind. So I decided to read this essay from my upcoming book called Undocumented. The UN in the beginning of undocumented is in parentheses, because I'm not undocumented. I created this with a lot of inspiration from my husband, who was undocumented for more than a decade, from watching the news, from so many things around me. And when Sharon McCullum, who picked this memoir as the winner, she just described my book and a lot of the essays as documentary collage. And I had not heard of that beforehand, and then it stuck, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I didn't even know I was doing this, but I'm doing it, right? Okay, so here goes nothing. Undocumented. Animals. These are not people. These are animals. The 45th President of the United States. The administration tries to clarify that those words refer to only some migrants, but I know he means all of us. And so I wait for fangs to replace my teeth, look over to my husband as we wake, and wonder if that will be the day I see a huddle of spider eyes have sprouted on his forehead. I wait for my dad to tell me he has grown a tail, for my husband's uncle to say fish skin has flourished in the spaces between his fingers, and that the ocean beckons him, his hands now fins, for friends who have crossed the border to tell me that their toes are morphing into the tuft of hooves. I wait and wait and wait, not realizing that for many, we've been animals even before we were born. B is for bopet. Biaxially oriented polyethylene terephthalate is the material of the emergency blanket that was developed for NASA and is commonly known as Mylar. Uses on Earth. Stabilize runner's temperature after a marathon, melt snow, create a shelter, insert into gloves and boots while hiking to insulate from the cold, use as a signaling device when lost in the woods, reflect heat, give to detained brown children at the border for them to stay warm while they wonder if they'll see their mothers again. It may only weigh 1.75 ounces, but have you ever felt the heaviness of a blanket that isn't yours? C is for citizenship. A bridge list of alternative questions for the U.S. naturalization test. Number 1, how many times does the word alien appear in federal documents and laws? Number 2, how much does it cost to build a wall, fence, and visible demarcation along the U.S.-Mexico border? Number 3, how long has ICE been in existence? Number 4, say another word that begins with the word alien that is not alienate. Number 5, list antonyms to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Number 6, describe the 100-mile border zone. Number 7, what is the definition of freedom of movement according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights? Number 8, how many children have been separated from their guardians at the border? Number 9, approximately how many undocumented individuals reside in the United States? Number 10, who is Gilberto Francisco Ramos Juarez? D is for dreamer. Fill out paperwork. Send $495 to the U.S. government. Get your fingerprints done in another state because it's the closest location. Wait until the police background check goes through. Get a card in the mail. It's not a green card, but a work permit in red, white, and blue, like the country's flag that has formed you but not birthed you. Avoid getting parking tickets. Don't bump into any cops, and leave whenever a fight breaks out at a bar. Lawyer's orders, right? You don't want to be implicated. At work, don't use the word undocumented. Pretend your childhood was just like Kathy's, who sits in the cubicle across from you and has lived in the same house her entire life. Accept that you can't think about 5 or 10 years down the line because you need to renew your DACA application every 2 years. And let's face it, maybe DACA will be rescinded. Then there won't be a cubicle with your name on it anymore. Sometimes you question whether a path that ends is better than no path at all. E is for esperar, to wait. While David waits for paperwork, David is my husband, to be processed throughout the years, he trudges on. Some moments he's painfully aware of the possibility of deportation looming over him. Throughout others, the uncertainty fades into the background. He meets with friends from Costa Rica on a rooftop in New York City to talk about moments from long ago that involve scraped knees and soccer matches on hot pavement. We visit museums where there are off-kilter sculptures of debris within luggage and where we can eat the art. We have a cupcake fight with David's guardians, ending his birthday with smears of cake on our cheeks and icing trickling into the crevices of our ears while our chuckles persist. He spends the weekend drifting around a track, the flecks of tires burned off and embedded into his forehead. In the moments that he waits, there is love and laughter and hope. Thank you.